him though to reduce all of that to take back the manpower of Jamaica, the mantle of Jamaica, and said, okay, this is what we're gonna do. But he do worse. He continued to sold out everything.
That's it. I can't give you a
we don't no apology he doesn't give to the people. We can't question him, we can't ask him anything because he's so big and mighty. He's gonna send a police officer for you here and there to beat you up and all of that. So he used fear to take Jamaica, and he used fear to get up on our nerves, and because of that the people are afraid to speak out.
Exactly.
But let me tell you something. I remember when that man was, I remember when Mr. Prime Minister Andrew Oldham was running for election, the very first time. I remember when he came to my mother's house in Hanover. And I remember when he was on the veranda, sit up, we didn't have no problem to eat what they were eating. He was gone and all of that, showing up himself like he was with poor people, and he was with everybody, and he doesn't scorn nobody. He was there. One early morning he was passing through, and I remember coming from my mother's room, coming towards the front room to on the veranda, and said I was going out there to shake his hand. For some reason, something powerful than me pulled me back in my mother's room and said I should not touch this man because he's deadly Black Sea. And I will know later on. Now I am seeing what that spirit that pulls me back tells me about this man. All these years he have been in power, I have seen him change from one state to another, and there's nothing good about it.
My God. Bro, listen what I'm saying, bro. I am not saying the Chinese cannot build, my friend. I just want you to get me, Muslim, because you're still there. I'm not saying that the Chinese cannot build, but I want you to listen to what Fabulous is saying. What we are saying, you are going to build, but you are not going to dictate how you build. You lend me some money to build a road. I am going to tell you, oh, I want the road. You lend me some money to build a road. Yes, you're going to bring the engineer, but I am going to provide the labor. Yes, you're going to lend me some money to build a road, but I am not going to give you any land. You don't dictate. That's what we are talking about.
Yes.
You understand? They lend you the loan, and then they dictate on top of the lending. So we are going to bring workers, and they dictate. So we're going to want that piece of prime land. No, bro, it is not accepted. We can't go America, we can't go Canada, we can't go China and do that, brother. We cannot do
and brother, I just want to quickly say, brother, you know, when you go into even this Chinese institution, as in the supermarket where the workers are, I tell you, it's the condition of even where they use the bathroom is so despicable, where the government of Jamaica, for work, do not do anything for the protection of these workers.
But I
work like a slave.
I want them to start going to living condition. I want me and my kids to start going. I saw some Christian on Main Street, Christian. The buildings are so dirty. And I am saying, when you Chinese is buying a building, upkeep, keep the tone. When
sister, they do not care about that. They take the money from Jamaica to build up their own country. They don't care about building up anything. But once they build a little structure, that's where it's gonna be. When it get all is shaky, the bathroom you cannot flush. There's so much you have to ask the workers. And how do you survive in this kind of condition?
Remember all the Chinese.
And that is what I'm talking about.
The way these people operate, you know, remember, you know, our DNA is different. We deal with cleanliness. Out of 100 Jamaican, you find 2 nasty. Right? We deal with cleanliness. So we're going to take care of our business place like our yard. That's how we deal with things. The Chinese, them no work that the way that them live sweet place where them work. Them do everything that the place dirty, nasty, grimy. Them not believe in cleanliness and all of them things. That's why we say price control and health inspector and then thing they must come back under Mark Golden administration, because you need to get back things in order.
And it is kind of saddening to see, brother, because at the end of the day, to what I want to say here now, for all Jamaicans who are listening here and abroad, that we as a Black people, when we are going into business, we need to go into business with a good, open, clean mind, to learn to be fair with ourselves and selling our products so that we can develop a more better community. And then we need our Black people not to tear down the Black man who is trying to build up an institution and employ us as Black people to work for him, not to tear down his place or rob him or do other things. But this is how we're going to build up one another, by not destroying ourselves and whatever institution we build up as a Black person, because this is one of the problems. We are also too, when we don't support each other in a one way, and we sell many at the time. Some things that we sell are very, very high above the price, and it let other people to go to the Chinese and buy these things, which we do not want to do.
Yes,
Can I say something?
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
In all fairness, we Jamaicans, we are a cruel set of people to one another when we run in business.
That is true.
I was about
What
to
am I
say that,
saying?
Elder, we are our own enemies.
Yes, that is true.
Because
That is true, Miss. That is true, Elder.
I have a business here, and I've been serving you good. And a Chinese man come over there, so and put up one, and you left me, you go over there. I make my business run down. I can tell
And
you.
guess where you go?
And then you have to close it, and then you have to close it, and then the Chinese buy it out from you.
Right, right. Now listen to me. Down in St. Anne's Bay, I don't know if any on the panel is familiar with St. Anne's Bay. We had a lady down there, and you have Peter Shan. You have a whole heap of Black people have business down there. Supermarkets and whatever you want, and everything was going good. And listen to me. One Chinese man down there. And the Chinese them start to come in one. And the only supermarket in St. Anne's Bay now that is owned by a Black man is Peter Shan. Every single shop and store and whatever not, and haberdashery and whatever not, every single one is owned by Chinese. Only Peter Shan.
Same thing I
Right?
see in
As a business
Christiana.
here.
Same thing in Christiana. One Black man own one supermarket.
Right?
Yes, and the same is the same thing here down in Westmoreland. It's us Chinese own out everything, and the Indians, the Chinese and the Indians.
Why I say something? Why I say something?
But you
Why I
see,
say something? And
the problem too, you know. The problem. Go ahead.
yes, remember, I know. The biggest problem we have in Jamaica. What's it? Remember this. Black people is not a business person, and that beat Jamaican. Cause if a black man,
no, that's not.
It's not like we are not business minded, brother. It's just that we do not get the kind of help from the government, because the government put plenty taxes from Black people business and cause us to go at high rate price. The government do that.
may understand that, but me want to say something and we still admit to the fact that we black people do business. Cause what we do, as a black man start a business, them start get hype and them start lock up business and come when them feel a mind and so forth.
Not all of them.
Black man is not a business. Black man is not a business person. That's what I find.
No, man, you can't say
No,
that.
we are a business person because our people, our ancestors was always business minded and trading. We deal with trading a lot. But our mentality changed to the slavery that our people been through. So the slavery kind of damaged the way we see things now and do things. So if we can get rid of the mental slavery from our system and deal with things the way we're supposed to deal with things, we will be in a better state to be able to control our resource. Right, you understand? But at the end of the day,
let me tell you,
many of us as black people are still in our aggressive mental state of mind, and the act whip is running through our blood. So at the end of the day, you have to kind of understand some of them.
Queen.
Yes.
Muslim wanna say one thing. I'm just pulling him up to let him
some money, see?
Okay.
All right. So the one thing I have to say is that.
So when a black man,
okay, Muslim want to say something.
Fabulous. What are your problem?
When I'm some money and he starts a business, what he does, he starts the business singularly. When Chinese come into business, what a Chinese does is that him get him whole family and him all other business people them in it. When a Chinese is buying Alaska food drink, a Chinese buy 2,000 and 1,000 case of Alaska food drink. It name economies of scale. The more you buy, the less you pay for it, right? When it goes down to the shop on Princess Street, you see the cart man them, I push 25 case of food drink up there to Gary, 30 case down there to Melvin and whatever. The black man don't do that. The black man get money and him feels say him the on top of the world now in a business and he start to do this. Him not get two other black person. Him not get two other little black person and say, boy Lorraine, me know say you can't cook. One little space there around this so come open a restaurant right around this so. Him not say, Queenie, me know say you can't do hairdressing. One little space up there so. Come there and make we do whatever.
Exactly.
No,
they're not doing it.
try to do it on him own.
Man them one, just like the
All right,
feel when him got in a business.
Muslim say what I say.
All right, so yeah, say after we're done, say can keep me. Anyways, I was basically going to say. I was going to say they basically
we allow him to say one thing.
Yeah, so that's what I was planning to say, that sometimes in life, instead of all of us to continue to say we're going to blame the politician and blame Andrew, blame Portia, this is why I said sometimes when Jamaica people come together and do basically the same thing what the Chinese them do, we would have better off, because as very fabulous say, when the truck come downtown, remember at the end of the day, and the same the Chinese them say, yeah, me I will give my brother a loan. And then when you build a shop, you pay me back instead of guard the bank. If you guard the bank, you the interest. So me will lend you the money, you're going to build a shop right beside of me, and then when the goods come, we split the money evil, I will put the understand. So that's what they do. Jamaica not so that's why I say we have to work towards ourselves and start blame Andrew and the politician.
We have to blame Andrew. You know why? Andrew is greedy in an immediate family. He could have given somebody out of the street and operate in bank account.
That is how Andrew operates in a Muslim.
That agreed.
Him don't include the Jamaican people in the riches where him just gather in the night in the past 9 years. I'm alone get all of the riches. Him and his family alone.
So even about the road situation, is the same thing, you know. Even about the road situation is the same thing, because when I get the Jamaican man the road for bill or whatever, what you see normal happen is that even if I give one 20 million, what Jamaican man got do? Them take out 5 million themselves and put in their pocket and whatever, and then use the road and then
that is it. Your prime minister
anyway the money
that.
done. Them left the road. They never see a Chinese man build a road, and them left the road. So at the end of the day, I agree with Andrew for say.
That is what Andrew always does. He took out the education money and run. He took out fee money out of both SSL and run. He's a person.
Yeah, and I want. It's true.
I'm not talking about SSL, but I'm talking
about
At the end of the day, Muslim, we do have somebody that sits in power, and the law said we have to respect him because he had military army force surrounded him to unalive people who go against him. And at the end of the day, we see that, but for Jamaican people to rise up completely, both PNP and JLP have to put down these labels that they have been carrying for decades and stop calling themselves PNP and JLP and begun to start to look to humanity.
and to
Stop talking about that. You are from the day I was born. Listen to me. PNP and JLP cannot stop. When breeze blow, all of us feel it. When the earth shake, all of us feel it. When we lie down in the hospital and sick, there is neither two party come to visit or know if we pass or we still living. We are not secure by these people. Exactly. We are secure by the natural thing of life, and we have to look back to the natural resource of life and our ancestors used to live, planting food, raising their family, and living happily. What happened that we are now caged into a prison of our mentality? Now we no longer think freely. We no longer act like we are civil people. We act as if we are zombies walking up and down.
Look at even this now. So we understand.
Look at this.
So we elder. So we understanding when they jump in Ghana, when him Muslim. So we understanding. There was a business person that Muslim. Have some trucks employing other persons, and right now, to we understanding, he's out of job within truck them. They can find facilities, things to do within something because what 100 truck company.
Wife buy out the company. The wife buy out the company and overthrow them.
All right. Yeah. Take over
so I'm saying to you now, a woman is the mother of the earth. And a woman is the guardian of the earth. A woman give lives. A woman protect. How can you sit back as a call, say you are a first lady, and you don't come out and speak on behalf of the Jamaican mothers?
All right.
The children, you don't see that food are properly placed into the school for children, healthy food.
You not even farm up a woman, something, you know, something as a person.
Nothing. She's not to store us as a woman in Jamaica. No, and you sit back and you care only about your two sons and not about the sons of the Jamaican mothers.
Queen, she's not
you never come on the television and cry when you see a policeman gun down another soul. Even if the person guilty or innocent, there's no comfort from you as a mother.
You said to get more.
You sit there and you sit down in your comfort mansion with your comfort mansion full of food while mothers are hungry, while mothers are going through starvation. You're collecting millions of dollars for what? Sitting down there writing up and making we call it decision of a people's life.
All right.
This is what you do.
Yeah, black and steel and
Muslim.
We make another one since recent.
Make I ask let me talk with Muslim there for a little bit because he's just stated that the road work when the Chinese them give the black man them waste time and do the work there. But yeah, me I said when me start go on the program for the first, I was a chef, and then when I go in for my first assignment in the States, I have to go and work with an executive and a sous chef. And what they will do, they will teach me the menu. And then after they teach me the menu, then I will assign as a supervisor and a team leader. So it is my responsibility to lead the shift. Now, me leading the shift, I still have the executive and the sous chef who supervise me to make sure that everything is going according to plan before my event them take place. If I flop my event, it is the responsibility of the sous chef and the executive. It is going to fall upon them. So if the China Harbor gives some Jamaican contractor some work to do, who is following up and supervising, knowing that the work is being done the way it's supposed to be done? Who is following up?
It's easy problem now. This is the difference where them face in them industry, right? So all right. So basically the I think Ministry of I don't remember what them call him, who fix the road or whatever, right?
Work agency, I think.
Yeah. All right. So imagine, all right, them are gonna say, all right, Arrow, me I gonna give you $20 million worth of contract. So you get the money in a year, and as Arrow, Jamaica man, me I give you $20 million to build say wall about road. You gonna build the whole entire stretch. No, you as a man say you get $20 million here, what you do? You not spend all of this per road. You're going to say, here, I'm pack it 3 or 5 million for myself. This is what me I take for myself. And then the rest side, you use build the roads. And then anywhere the money done, you have to go ask them more money, right? No.
Yes.
I now say Chinese maybe don't do the same thing, or and then they might do the same thing, right? But
Yes.
if you when you have a Jamaica as a supervisor, Jamaica, you see because me and your friend, me Skylar with them, me chat with them because guess what? The longer the work, the more money it benefit we. That's how we prove things in Jamaica because guess what? If we done the work too quick, that means me not have no money after. No, what the Chinese them do, you know, no, but that's true. No, but that's true. That's how the system works.
Most of the work now with Jamaica do most of it. That's how when a day work and people are there work nowadays look at Jamaica. Because their work don't pay.
But a day work
to be a person a day work now. So what
a day work
rubbish. Garbage.
All right, Muslim,
you know what they call him?
Arrow, just tell her the truth. Tell her the truth.
Muslim, one moment there. Do you know what they call a quality surveyor?
I'm not getting it.
Quality surveyor.
No, I don't. I know.
All right. That is a person like where you're aromatic just speak of it, well, somebody supervising the thing. So when the black man get the work, the NWA supposed to send out his quality supervisor to where the work reach, to the quality of work, and report back to the office. Right? So if the black man that get the work is shortchanging on the work, it will be detected because the NWA would have its agents go out. So that is to say, there is nobody going out to see the work then as come to what you are saying. So the man could take 5 out of it and put in fabs and him just do like a mass production there.
No, but the way the Jamaica system set up, when me give you the money, as long as the road done, that's where them care about, say the road done. You understand? And then we all know the accountants then can write off all of the money. If you say we spend 25 this pound this, we then spend this pound this. Now when you give a Chinaman the labor and say you will do it, you know what them always do? A Chinaman will say, hey, you Chinaman, me I give you 10 man for supervise. You next Chinaman, me I give you next 10 man for supervise. That's how them do it, So them have one supervisor to each 10 person when they supervise.
But the government now give nothing, must tell we out.
Yes,
no, but them do the same thing.
What Muslim said a while ago, what he just said a while ago, it is the reality. It is a reality where the NWA, them give the man the contract for 20,000. Now see the 5,000 one say give away, and the NWA get it back. And person in the NWA and them get it back. So what them do? They don't go and supervise the job. That man do anything what him want to do. So now we have to hold the NWA responsible because the problem is not with the man who you give the work. The problem is the man who's supposed to go behind the man and inspect the work. And that person would be the NWA. So the government need to step in and fire those people and put in credible people that is going to hold people accountable. So when we go no government money, we don't make sure so we don't get taxpayers value for their money.
Because a lot of time them even left the road and touch because the money done.
So we have a government problem and we have an NWA problem.
Yeah, and that's a mistake. As a majority of the issue.
Right there. So it all comes down to corruption. It all comes down to everybody
corruption, right there, sir.
Out of the work for them to do. Right there. If the government can do it, why do you think they're going to oversee the little man them out of road for the remember when the Chinese are at the table, the government contract right there so to build a property there. Then the constituency in which is MP and asset selection. I get 2 building myself. Say, and then the supervisor down this one, whatever, he must get something. So a total eruption from top to bottom it happen. And until people stop, until some few people go to prison for the misuse of taxpayers' money. People, an example of it will never stop. We have to, the Chinese work ethics are much more when them Chinese
you're breaking up, Fabulous, you're breaking up from it, Fabulous.
Blessing Barrett.
Okay. Yes, the Chinese them pull up 5:30 in the morning. The Chinese them 1 hour lunchtime leave back. All of them are hot, and the whole of them Jamaican man my back are special. Are one side smoke, are them do whatever. We have to agree. But what I'm saying is the Chinese finance is still way above too in Jamaica. The qualified Jamaicans in Jamaica who can this place, government has not been given the local contractors the same concession and duty free whatever on equipment. You know I need them coming here to build road, bring them equipment duty free. What road